Happy Easter once again. This is Sincere Michael from Studio Productions, bringing my 198 podcast. Now, like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly in case you don't understand me. Now, if you're wondering what's that noise in the background, it's Easter here. Easter here, a lot of people having a big Easter dinner, so some of my neighbors upstairs, had the kids over, so basically, if you're wondering what's that noise in the background, that's just my neighbor upstairs with his family, you know how kids are. But anyway, this is my last podcast for tonight. Now, tonight's topic is pendulum summoning. Now, those of you who don't know this, I do. I play Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I do. In my downtime, I do go to Yu-Gi-Oh events, use my deck. I be able to go do it with people. Now, my opinion is now actors, and after I also collect Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Now, I don't collect every Yu-Gi-Oh card, just to only collect only collect the cards based off the main character of that kind of Yu-Gi-Oh series. So basically, I've been at a crossroad at this point ever since Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 aired on Nicktoons, and the Arc 5 deck came out. So basically, I've been at like I said, at a crossroads. Should I buy the first deck based on the ultimate character, or should I? But honestly, I've been debating the facts. Should I buy the deck or should I not buy the deck? But the reason why I haven't bought the deck, bought the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5 deck as of yet, because of pendulum summoning. Now, it took me a while, because honestly, I do read the Yu-Gi-Oh! Manga, but, it took me a while. I had to, I was way behind Zetsu, so I wanted to, get caught up to Zetsu to really get caught up with Zetsu before I started to read the Arc 5 mangas and shit like that. So basically, their concept of pendulum summoning is like this. There's these special monsters called pendulum monsters. They're half monsters and half magic cards. So basically, in order to pendulum summon, you need two pendulum monsters on your field. So since these pendulum monsters are half magic half magic cards, so basically you must have two of these pendulum monsters, magic trap zone, and in the pendulum zone, that's the extra zone on the side of your play mat nowadays, to pendulum summon. Now, depending on which pendulum monster you use, each pendulum has a number on the side, being the both the same number. So basically, the one on one on the left has a number, the start off number, and the one on the right has the end number. So basically, depending on, it's like a scale between one through 10. So basically, if you have a pendulum monster with a level with a one on the left side is you have a pendulum monster with a level 8. With an 8 on the 8 on the other side, you can summon. You can summon any monsters from your hand between the scales from 1 through 8. So basically, you can summon level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5, and level 6 or level 7 monsters between the pendulum scales. Now, my opinion about pendulum summon is it's always being abused as of right now. When it comes to every time they do a new summoning style Yu-Gi-Oh, usually it gets abused once it debuts. Honestly, Pendulum Summon is making things a little more easier to summon high level monsters. You know, like shit. I think the other day, before I went to that Super Sentai event, I believe, I was at my little I was watching this duel at the little where I get my Yu-Gi-Oh card from, and I saw a guy use Pendulum Summon to bring up 3 Blue Eyes White Dragon. He had a pendulum monster had to scale to 1 through 8. So basically, 1 through 10. So basically, he had 3 boys in his hand. He used to pendulum monster all three of those bitches without sacrificing anything. So basically, my opinion is, pendulum monsters are going to be making the game a little more easier to summon high level monsters. At the same time, it's coming a real fucking headache. Like honestly, the abuse of pendulum monsters is worse having fucking heavy store in your deck or having fucking rescue cats. No disrespect over the heavy storm, but honestly, I hate that fucking rescue cat. I hate rescue cat. I had bad feelings about rescue cat. I just hate that fucking card. But anyway. Honestly, I think the Vegas should do something about how many pendulum monsters you can have in your deck or extra deck. I read the pendulum rules, but I haven't got to read the pendulum rules to how you can pendulum something and shit. So basically, I don't know. So you can have the pendulum monster in your main deck or in your extra deck. But anyway, so basically, my opinion about Pendulum Summon is it has some good and it's both a good and bad thing, hey, you can summon high level monsters without sacrificing things anymore, but it's not a big deal, you can still summon a high level monster, but using monster effects and all that shit. So basically, it's always scapegoats around, some of the high level monsters and shit. But anyway, it's a good and bad thing. So basically, I'm not. I'm just gonna look. So basically, I figured, I think the only thing I want to is I'm gonna buy the first Yu-Gi-Oh! Outside deck is going to be for the allies for the holographic allies dragon card that comes with the deck and the two Pendulum monsters. That's for a reason why I want to buy it, but but at the same time, this Pendulum summoning, I like it, but at the same time, I hate it. So basically, hoping by this week, I will, make up my mind and get the deck, get the deck, and get to understand the pendulum summoning and whatnot. So get the hang of pendulum summoning. But I buy like three star decks, make the pendulum deck out of it, and see how, see how it works for me. So anyway, this is just my opinions on the pros and cons about pendulum summoning. So hopefully I will make up my mind about buying the first Octa starter deck, make up my mind about it in a leak, make up my mind about buying the deck or not. So anyway, I know there's plenty of videos about pendulum and something. This is just my, I see other people opinions about pendulum and something. A lot of people say, it's kind of ridiculous now. A lot of people, a lot of doers, it's quitting playing the game because of pendulum and something, this new concept and whatnot, So basically, this is just my opinion. About the pros and cons about pendulum and summoning to me. So anyway, this will not stop me from doing things, if you don't like the pendulum summoning, alright, fine. If you like the pendulum summoning, okay. So basically, I like to try things out. It's not for me. It's not. It's simply, I just, at least I try something new. So anyway, this is Sincere Michael from Screw You Productions. Sign off. 1.